Let's start. Today, I would like to talk about information system for medical institution and mostly discuss possibilities of like creating infrastructure part based on cloud services and based on cloud architecture. And before we move on, I would like also to tell you about brief introduction what its medical system is, classification of medical um, and types of medical systems, some existing solutions, and compare some solutions of medical information systems. And after that, we will move on with proposed solution of information system based on cloud infrastructure. So medical information system is like software product designed for medical institution, and not only for medical institution, but for general or specialized medical institution and purposes. And it's mostly such innovative way to bring our medical medical sphere into digital transformation. So types of medical information is hospital information systems, radiology information system, laboratory information system, pharmacy, and picture archiving systems. And on this picture, you can see that we have all different types, and every type connected to patient information database. We'll focus on this a bit later. That we have database and all information system based on some patient information. So as I mentioned today, we will not talk about functionality of medical information systems, but mostly about infrastructure design and mostly about its performance and what challenges we have. It's system performance design during operation, efficiency with communication between databases in healthcare. So it's very important to take information from database really fast in order to work. And as you know, medical information systems, it's like specific unit of information systems. And we have like high cost of database management, because it's also should have like security layer and so on. Let's talk about some existing information systems in medical industry. I would like to highlight one of them. It's Dr. Alex. It's one of our Ukrainian product of medical information system, also based on cloud, but as it's private research and private development of company Alex, so we couldn't know what type of infrastructure and was used in order to develop this system. Also, we have two other information systems called Methods and MedElement. It's also based on cloud-based solutions and information system based on cloud. As it's also highly like confidential information to use medical and information. In publicly, we have short and limited information in order to compare this. Here we have short screenshots and like functionality. What we can see, it's like administration of different cabinets of a medical institution, some schedule, some patient information, schedule for doctor appointment, and so on. So let's move on to proposed solution. Proposed solution, as I mentioned, to eliminate all of challenges, it's to use cloud technology, but not only cloud technologies, but use two different and combine two different cloud architecture. It's serverless architecture and microservices architecture. So what is serverless architecture? Serverless architecture, it's architecture where you have, in which you have virtual environment runtime without needs of any hardware maintenance. And according to cloud responsibility model, everything for hardware parts, security patches of hardware, and so on, it's responsible cloud provider. And microservices architecture, it's architecture mostly for design applications, to split applications for several parts in order to have better performance of application and develop separately different functionality of one of system and applications. The main technical requirements are it's leverage serverless technologies and cloud load balancing technologies. Also use serverless database architecture. I will describe a bit later in the next slide. And use cloud infrastructure at all, because cloud provides 99.9 reliability and availability of system. So it's one of a benefit to design cloud-based solutions. I would like to focus on next two slides. So on this slide, we have architecture solution diagram. And here we can see that we have different cloud services. And for example, we have in the middle of our diagram called AWS code pipeline. Also, I forgot to say that I decided to use for my development and research AWS, it's Amazon Web Services Cloud. And for developing application of medical institution, I choose CI/CD tool for deploy and build applications. It's called AWS Code Pipeline. Then after we developed our application, build it, then we are storing our application in container registry, because microservices architecture also based on Docker containers. And here we have two main components. It's ECS cluster. ECS, it's Elastic Container Service. And we have Fargate. Fargate, this service for deploying and applications based on serverless technologies. And it's specifically container-based and mostly used by microservices and such architecture. Also, we have second point of serverless. It's Amazon Aurora database, which has possibility to scale to 0. So for example, if you don't have at midnight any traffic to system and so on, based on monitoring tools, it can scale to 0, and you will not pay for using of this database. Also, we have for application communication between application and database, we have AWS Secret Manager, which is responsible to store database login, password, and some connectivity parameters. And let's move on. So Next one, we have infrastructure solution. So this mostly related to network solution. As you can see, we have public part and private part. So public part, we have here with public subnet, consists of public subnet. And on top of public subnet, we have application load balancer. So when user came from internet, it goes to application load balancer, which has also security features. And the main purpose of this load balancer to balance between several application replicas, copies, I would say. After that, our request come to public subnet, and from public subnet, it came to private subnet. In private subnet, we have our application microservice layer, and it's for security reasons. We have this like public subnet, private subnet. So like regular user couldn't connect directly to application without getting to application load balancer. So, and after that, we have separate database private subnets. It's for like storing and deploying database in cloud. And as I mentioned, we have Amazon Aurora serverless service for deploying database solution, and we have private connectivity between application and database. Here we have monitoring, it's Amazon CloudWatch and autoscaling. So based on like monitoring data, we can scale up or down database and our application. So here we have like combination of microservices and serverless technologies. So what is the results? On screenshot, we have like one of examples of medical information systems. It's specifically for like pets. It's like pet clinic, but such cloud solution can be used with any type of medical systems. And also, we have possibility to schedule medical appointment, doctor appointment, and so on. So to summarize everything, I developed cloud-based solution for medical information systems. We deployed database as a serverless layer, which eliminates like security and performance issues. Also, we have load balancer to distribute our workloads between different application copies and to stabilize our like system and to have all operational support 99.9. We used a cloud provider such as Amazon AWS provider. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Okay.
Any questions?
Yes, thank you very much. Any questions from anyone? Okay, maybe I have like a question from my side. So did you do any preliminary research which cloud provider you're going to use, like why AWS?
Yeah, thank you for your question. Yes, I did the research, and probably you know we have three main cloud providers. It's Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and Amazon Cloud. And I made my own research, and like this combination of microservice architecture and serverless, the best suitable is on AWS because container-based serverless functionality can be used only on Amazon Cloud. Google Cloud also has similar solution, but it's more complicated in terms of creation and integration.
Okay, and did you, so regarding, since you mentioned that this is like medical system, did you make any research to find out whether are there any specifically dedicated to medical services which are available for you out of the box from the AWS directly? So did you make this research before?
No, but they're providing mostly infrastructure, and you as an engineer can develop medical system. And they have some medical standards, for example, for databases for storing data. So they are providing infrastructure solution, and but not exact medical systems. So in terms of answering your question, they don't have some specific medical services, but they have they are following standards for developing medical systems.
Okay, so thank you very much for your response. Any other questions from anyone? If no questions, then thank you very much, Johan, for your report.